Hi, I'm Fiona Fernandez. If you're joining me live tonight, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, and I'm going to be making some Christmas cards. I'm always late making my Christmas cards. It's part of the fun. So if you're joining me, welcome. And if you're crafting, let me know if you're crafting. I'll just set up my computer and make sure I've got everything live over there. So this is my little craft space, my little corner here where I keep all my things. And I just love Wednesday nights because I can just sit here and craft and relax and just get into it. So I don't usually know what I'm making. I've got a bit of an idea tonight. I've been making some cards for my customers and friends, and I've been using up, so this green foil, so pretty, look at that. And I love embossing folders, so I love to make use of those, and they just look so stunning, don't they? And I've got this one as well. I love this one. Now I do realise I'll put that on upside down, but you wouldn't know, would you? It's called the Cascading, where is it? It's called Cascading Ruffles Folder. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So they're embossing folders you use in the Stampin' Cup emboss machine. So I'll be doing a bit of that tonight. I've got a few of those already stuck together, and I thought I'll just make a variation on that tonight and use some of the things out of the clearance rack. So that red and gold foil, sorry, red and green, not red and gold, is in the clearance rack. It's $7. I've got to squint to see see my computer over there. So yeah, that's only $7. They come in 12 by 12 sheets, so really quite large. I'll show you another packet of something else I've got handy. So this one here is a brushed metallic cardstock, and that's also for sale, but that's not on sale in the clearance rack. It's you can still purchase it though. I'll just double check that. I've got my little keyboard down here. Hang on a second. Get my keyboard handy. So this one's called brushed metallic cardstock. Let's get a piece of that out. Show you. So this has got a brushed look to it. The other one doesn't have a brushed look. It's just simply plain. I don't have a plain piece on the table because I cut it all up and used it. But this one looks brushed. And this one comes with a few different colours, so I'll just type that into the search. So if you're in your website, you can just type in a word like brushed into the Stampin' Up! Website, and you'll be able to see. Let me make sure I've got my sound turned off. Hang on a second. It's always good to turn that off. We don't want to hear me too many times. And yeah, brushed metallic it's called. So it has 3 different colours in that packet. That one's just the regular price. So this one's $27, and you get 3. Let me have a look what it says. It always tells you in the description what it is. So they're 12 by 12 inches, 30 by 30.5 centimetres square, and you get 6 sheets. You get 2 of each colour. So they look like, these ones look like that. Oh, where am I? So you can see there's a little bit of variation in the colours. Some of them look golder than others. One's quite dark. Let me pull the 3 out so you can see the 3 of them. So I might use some of this tonight too. I'll see how I go. There's the 3 colours. But the other ones are in the clearance rack. The red and green is in the clearance rack. And it's always good to check the clearance rack because there's some really good things in there at the moment. They just revamped it the other week when the last chance sale started. What have I got there? Put something on the packet. Just watch that. Watch that sticky bit on the packet. Throwing bits around here. Hang on. Throwing my pieces on the floor. So I like putting the metal, the foil sheets, through the embossing folders because they just look so cool. So we'll do that in a minute. We'll put it over the table. That's my embossed ones. See, I'll go closer. Look at that. Don't you get a great look of that? And it makes such a nice bright Christmas card. So this one here is called the Whimsical Woodland 3D Embossing Folder. That's that one. So it's nice to use. So that's one of my things. If you would like catalogues from me, just let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator already, these are coming out for January, so these are out. I can send them out to people now. I have some more, And if you're on my mailing list already, you'll be getting those in the mail soon. So, and if you'd like to go on the mailing list, just let me know. So I shall pop you over the table and we'll get crafting, shall we? Hang on a minute. Let me have a look at my video over there. Looks like it's not working. I hate it when that happens. We'll just do a refresh. Make sure it is still working. Yeah, looks like it is still working. Some nights it just cuts out and we just start again, okay? So if you lose me, I just go back in and restart the video. Okay, so I'll pop you over my table, so bear with me while I show you the ceiling. And we'll get some crafting done. Just got to press something to get my things up. Hang on a minute. Just go there and flip it back around and get down to the table. Alright, now let me see my table there. So if you're new to Stampin' Up, they sell a lot of different products, and the annual catalogue, I can show you inside the annual catalogue. It looks like this. So I have these as well if you would like. I give them out to my customers. You can buy them, but if you want to be one of my customers, I'll give it to you for free. So they've got lots of things in there, lots of ideas. Even if you just study it and get ideas to start with, there's so many different things. So this one's current until April. So it tells you on the back of any catalogue when the sales period is here. So you can see this one goes to the 1st of May, and then they'll bring a new one out next year. So I've tagged them all my pages, and there's just lots of crafting things. There's dies, there's embellishments, there's paper, there's all sorts, cardstock, colouring tools, all sorts of things. So just to give you an idea if you don't know anything about Stampin' Up. So mainly it's stamps, of course, the stamps, and a lot of coordinating dies to go with it. And I'm happy to meet with people, you know, in the local cafe if you like. And I'm in Piedmont, so I do travel around a bit in Sydney, so I'm quite happy to meet in a cafe and go through the catalogues with you. I'll just move my microphone so you can still hear me while I'm talking. Okay, so tonight I was sticking the red card. I've got a bit of blue out just because I've got a blue top on, and I like to match my my clothes sometimes if I can. If I can't think of what to do, I do that. So I've got a couple of these cards cut out. So I'm using the thick white cardstock. They have the regular style and they also have thick, which is good if you're doing a card that's like this. So I'm just wanting to do a quick card without too much going on inside, but you want a nice firm card. So that one's the thicker cardstock, and I've already cut them and stamped the back of them for myself and folded them, of course. So I use the trimmer for that to do the cutting and the scoring, and then sticking these bits on. I'll just show you what I was doing. I've already cut out a few of these because I was trying to get a whole lot done the other day, but you know, it hasn't happened. I'm using the Stampin' Seal. There's a Stampin' Seal regular, and then there's a Stampin' Seal Plus. The Plus is just a bit firmer, and you just roll it. So I've got the little silicone sheet there. This is a really handy mat to have, the silicone mat. You can put glue on it and it just rubs off. So that's why I'm doing it on here. So if I can't get it started, I just roll it on there first. So yeah, it's not grabbing it until it grabs, and then it just rolls like that. So this one is a little bit firmer than the other one. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's got little lines in it. See if we can get the lines there. So that's the Plus. So it's just a little bit more solid than the other one. It has a bit more grip. And I did use the other one on some of the others, but I'm getting a bit low on that one. Time to get a refill. And that's the other good thing about them. You don't have to buy the whole thing again. You can buy a refill just to put inside of it. That's great. I don't use the Tombow. Hi Angela, welcome. I don't use the Tombow liquid glue on the foils because I've done it before and I've seen it through it, so I tend to use other adhesives. So this is one of them, and the other thing I would use is the tear and tape, which comes in a little bag like this, and you just tear it off and stick it on. So sometimes I use that, sometimes I use this, depends. So when I'm putting my fronts on, now make sure you get it up the right way. I want it to look like it's a cascading curtain, of course, and I did the other one upside down. So just don't tell anyone. If you get one, they just look beautiful, don't they? Anyway, I didn't even realise at first until I was doing this today. I went, oh, hang on a minute, I think I've got that upside down. I think you'll notice it more with the Christmas trees if it's upside down. So I tend to put my finger underneath. Let me get in the picture there, hang on. Get something out of the way. Just got to make sure I'm on screen. I rest my fingers first down there because I don't want to get the glue on the card, right? And I've got my other fingers underneath there, so they are on the glue. And then I rest my fingernails down onto the card, so we're still not touching the base card with our glue, which is really important because with this stuff, once you stick it down, you know, you don't have wiggle room. With the liquid glue, you have wiggle room. So I just get it in place like that as best I can, and I think it looks pretty straight. And then I smooth it out like that. So I'm finding this is working quite well. And then you've got a nice flat surface to work with. And then I've got some of these cut out. I did these ones with the red and green on the green like that. I did this one with the little trees, so I've already got some of those cut out. So these are from the Trimming the Trees. This is the little set. Tree trimming dies. Hang on, let me check. Now, we did have one that was only available at a certain time, and I can't remember which one it is, so I'll just look it up. Tree trimming. Just type that into my thingo. Now, what have we got here? Tree trimming dies. Yes, they are still available, and they are $24 instead of $60. That is excellent value. And you've got all these little things. I didn't even realise that was on sale still tonight, but that's what I used. So this, to use these, you need a machine to cut them out. Now with this one, because they're all fairly small, you could possibly fit them. You could use them in here, in the little mini. So this is one of the cut and emboss machines, and you'll fit them through there. So if they're bigger dies, you can't put them through this one. You need the big machine, but this one's quite good. So this, yeah, $24 instead of $60. I mean, if you're wanting something like that, you've got lots of things in there. Look, you've got a label, so you can use that with any stamps that it'll fit into it. You've got all these little bows, and I've got one of them on here. Look, these are little bows, aren't they cute? Now this gold paper here is not current. It is an old one. I had it in my stash, but there's a new one coming out that's a bit finer. I might even get some of that out to play with. I did use it on a card that I put on my post the other day, just to show you the difference. And I am doing a paper share for this new catalogue, so you'll get to see, if you want a sample of the papers and don't want to buy them all yourself, you can get involved in paper shares. I need 4 people to do the paper share, so 4, 8, you know, in that way, and you pay $80 and you get a sample of, or quarter of a packet of each one that's on my list. So let me know if you want those details. Happy to send them out. There's a registration form to fill in, and you need to register for that. So that's the fine one that's coming out in the new catalogue. It's a beautiful fine shimmer, and there's a few colours in that packet as well. Beautiful stuff. And I did put a post about that the other day, because it's good to use up your stash though too, hey. So this is the fine gold. Here, we already have one. I know, cut earlier. So with this die, you can push the back through like this and make it stick out a bit. So that's how we've got these little pieces sticking up here. You just go in there and pull them up a bit more once you get them down on your card. Just push them in, because they tend to go down a bit. And you can just pull them back out like that. Get your little take your pick tool and put it under there. I might have glued some of them down. I just want a few of them sticking up. So that's how that works. So cute little one. Oh, this is something random that I found on the floor the other day after we had our on-stage get-together. Someone cut it out that day and it landed on, and it wedged itself right under the table leg, and I was vacuuming yesterday, the day before, and I found it. I was like, oh. Now that is some gold paper out of the Texture Chic set. So if you're wondering what paper that one is, let me look that up. Gold. I just typed the word gold in to the website, and it comes up with, there's a few different gold papers that you can choose from. There's also that beautiful gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper that I use a lot, and that, I love it. I bought more. I love it so much. Where is it? This one. This is gorgeous. So these are not on special, they're just regular priced, but this is really gorgeous stuff. I love it. It's smooth and it's just really shimmery and nice. So I like all of those sort of things. And I just like them because they add a bit of bling to your card, you know, a bit of zazz. So this one, what we're getting to, this is called Distressed Gold. So it looks, it's got that distressed look in it. It's very nice for different things. And it's part of the Texture Chic collection, if you're looking for that. It's called Distressed. So I'll just pop that over there. I just popped it in my box so I wouldn't lose it. So we might use this tree, and we'll use one of those. I've got a star in here to match, so I've cut a few stars out while I was cutting other bits out. You could put a sparkly star, I suppose, but I'll stick with the paler gold on this one. We'll just put one of these together. Now the other thing I've done is cut out, I keep things that I've cut out for other things. I've used a bit of something and I put extra bits in the box so I can use them later. So this is the Frames, Fabulous Frames dies. Love these too. And they've got corners in there, so if you're doing photos or, oh hi Jiminy, hi Lynette, welcome. If you're doing scrapbooking and stuff like that, you want to put little corners around your photos. And it's just a really great set. And this frame here is beautiful. I've used that on one of my card classes. So I had that on the gold, and then I've used the outside for something else, and then I've kept the other pieces and used them. So it's really great if you cut them all out at the same time. So that way you're not wasting the center of your sparkle if you want to cover it up anyway, you know, with the frame. So I've kept all the extra pieces here. So I was cutting out the trees out of these pieces. This piece here, I cut out these trees, the stars, the bows, and I got as much out of a piece as I could while I was doing that. I might actually have a piece still here. Hang on a minute. See if I can find one. The bin next to me. So I've got that piece there. See, I've tried to cut as much out of it as I can. So I'm not wasting, try not to waste it. I'll just pop that in there. We won't do those tonight because I've cut a few out already. Put that over there. Right, now we'll just put my little bling box over there. We'll do one of these first. And I'm using this gorgeous gold ribbon. Now, what's that called, you're going to say? Let me get the ribbon. Anyone crafting tonight with me? I love it when you all craft with me. Well, even just when you hang out, that's fine. So this is gold, what's it called? Satin edged ribbon. So again, if you're searching on the website, I've already got gold in there, so it's probably going to show on my page. I just have to scroll a bit more. Gold. God, there's 2 pages when you type gold. Gold didn't come up. Oh, it's not coming up with the word gold. That's interesting, isn't it? Sometimes they don't. So you could type in gold. I'm going to type gold ribbon and see if it comes up under that. I use the search bar heaps now. Oh, Lynette's making sticky note holders again. You've been a busy bee. Gold and vanilla it's called. So I'm not sure why it didn't show up when I typed the word gold, but anyway. It's called Golden Vanilla Satin Edged Ribbon. It's $14 and it is gorgeous. Look at it. Love that. So I'm going to get a piece of that. And because I already have one, I just sort of work out how much do I want. I look at what I'm doing and go like this and go, yeah, and I need a little bit for the overhang. You can always trim it off a little bit. Again, I don't want to waste too much because it's so pretty. So I try not to cut too much off. And I just put that through there. So this one came, these frames, where are these? These are new in the next catalogue coming out in January. So if you want to get your hands on this stuff now, you can, if you want to join, you could do that and put it in your starter kit or wait to Celebration. It's up to you. Celebration starts in January, so that means you get to earn more products as well. So these are beautiful dies. I just love them. Something Fancy dies, they're called. And they've got some, so these two are out of that. Like tags. It's got, you know, a nice little hexagon there. They've got these extra little pieces that you can put in the top of your little bit here to make it more fancy. Look, I've used this one, but you've got a little flower there as well. So I just really liked these. I really like this one as well because I'm often trimming the edges of things and that way you get it perfect. Really nice cut. Oh, you need to bling up the teacher's gifts. Oh, yes. Well, what are you going to put on them? Lots of bling in here. I'll just put those there. So I'll just thread it through like that. Because it's not going the way I want it to, because I don't know why. There we go. Oh, there you go. It wasn't so bad. Now I actually want it to hang around like that. I love that look. So this is a pretty easy card to make. It's just your base card. I've cut the piece of foil. I've put it through the embossing machine. I'll do another one in a minute and put it through the machine to show you. Cut out my little pieces, stamped my stamp. So the stamps are out of, I've got this one out of Merriest Moments, thinking of you this festive season. But again, you've got a few others there that might fit. You could perhaps do your tag sideways or do the card sideways if you wanted to do the tag, you know, and get a different one on the tag. This one fit that way. Or use a little tag and go that way. I don't think it'll fit that way, no. You could go that sideways and put it sideways. But because of this folder, I did it this way. I mean, you could still do it that way. It still looks nice. And I've also got, what else have I got? I've got stuff everywhere. That's what I've got. Sending Christmas cheer, or May, I've used this one, May your season be bright, merry and bright. Now this is Trimming the Tree stamps that matches that other one. So let me just look for the stamp set. Trimming, let's see if this one is, right, Trimming the Tree stamp set is $32. That is not on sale, but the dies are. Just so you know. Right, I'll just put that back under there. So we'll just go back to this way. Who else is in here that I haven't seen? No, I think I've seen everybody. Don't want to miss anybody, do we? Right, so I just glued this down basically onto my card. You could put some in, I might put some dimensionals on this one just to change it up a bit. If you want to keep them nice and flat for posting, don't put too much underneath. You want to keep them minimal. And you could always also put another layer of some pretty paper underneath. If you want to make it a bit different. There's lots of things you could do with this. I didn't do more because I really wanted the embossing folder to be the highlight. But I thought about it. And, you know, vellum is also good because it's subtle. Doesn't take up too much space, and you could even emboss that with something to match. What would match? Let me think. Oh, the music note one would be nice too. It's time to buy this folder. Yeah, I love it. Right, so I'm just going to do similar to what I did the other day. Stick that down. Yeah, see, I stuck that one flat with glue, but this one I've done with this. And I'm just going to stick a tree on. So with the tree, I'll put that one there, like that, to hold that there, and then I'll just put a little tiny bit underneath. Now don't use your ribbon scissors on your glue. Oh yeah. No. Okay, so you can use the edges of this. I've already used a lot of the edges, look. Oops. Or you can get one off and cut it in half. I'll just put that one back. I just want to use a little bit of the edge, like that. Just work out where you want it. I'm going to put it onto this little bit here. It'll sit like that. That's all we need, just the two, I think. Just enough to hold it there. I love things on angles. I really like doing that. Swizzle it this way, swizzle it that way. And we might even put a little one. Let's find our little ones. Where are my minis? Mini dimensional. Oh, I've got two lots there. Under my star. Oh, it'll just fit, look. Who's got all their cards made ready for Christmas? Not me. Not Fiona. My little star there. And then we've got some red bling. So I'm using the putty end of my Take Your Pick tool. And just get some of these. I might put them different this time. On there. Oh, can't work out where to go. Up the top. There we go. Actually might put one on the star. Just to be different. Oh, we'll do one more. Let's do one up there. Bling it up a bit. I really liked the bling on this one here. So that's that one. That's pretty cool. Right, we got another one done. Yay! Hi Amanda, welcome. I asked them who's done their cards. Oh, thanks Angela. I haven't finished my cards, that's why we're doing them together tonight. It's always fun to do cards. Any cards, anytime. I've been doing a bit of cards. Just haven't got them all done, that's all. I've done some other ones, which you've probably seen on my posts. I put things on my posts. Right, so we'll just pop those ones over here. That's the one I did tonight. So I'll just... that one over there. Now the other thing I got the other week, and I haven't used that much yet, is the stars. Look at that. So you could even, oh, I just had a thought. Let's play with that for a second. I love having thoughts while I'm doing this. It's like pop, pop, there goes another thought. Let's go. Oh, what colour will we use? Yeah. Here's a bit of cardstock. Hang on a minute. Probably need something different to that one, don't I? I'm just thinking we could do stars instead of a Christmas tree, couldn't we? Got a bit of edge in this one. So this is the fine one that's coming out in the new catalogue. So it comes in green, the soft succulent and fresh treasure. as well as the gold. See? Very pretty. Very fine. And I've got some green. I'm going to do another one. We'll see how we go for time. I've got some other ribbons out as well, some greens. So we'll just pop that over there. Let's just cut this for a minute and get some stars going. So I'm going to put it through with the gold, well, with it upside down. The gold is down like that, okay? Move that out of the way. And just line that up. And that worked out well, didn't it, that I'd already cut that piece of gold like that, because it fits in my punch. Question, watch those stars fly. Hope I don't lose them. I still haven't found the beanie from my penguin the other week. One day I'll clean the table up totally. Did I get them all? Hang on, let's count them. Oh, there's a little tiny one. Look at that. Little tiny baby one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Well, that's pretty. I haven't used that yet. Put that back up there. Let's get another red card out, seeing as we've already got one. You know, we could... I don't have any blue shiny out. I didn't get the blue shiny out because you can't buy it anymore. So I thought I'll get something out you can buy. I've got this out. But I wasn't sure what to do with it yet. Maybe we could put them on the blue. That would look nice, wouldn't it? Oh, we could do more, couldn't we? I've got a few of these cut out though already. Why don't we do another one of those with stars? Just trying to do quick cards, you know. Let's do a bit of... I've got other ribbons here too. We've got this other gold ribbon. Let's try that one. That goes nicely with that. Oh, no, maybe not. What about a bit of that ribbon? Let's try that one. Ribbon scissors. You've never tried the folders on foil? No? Oh. There you go. There's an idea. I love it. There's another one. I'll show you the other one. Hang on, let me grab that. I did it. You might have seen it with the festive florets. Here, I'll take it out of the packet to show you. This was stunning. And I just went, wow, when I did this one. Look at that. That is the painted 3D. This one. Painted texture 3D embossing folder. And it's just so nice. Look at that. It just looks so rich. That's just the gold foil, and it just, yeah, I just love it. Love that. That over there. So yeah, that's why I decided to make these. I thought, oh, I'll be quick. I'll be quick, I said. I'm just going to trim the ends of these a little bit, up like that. Get that little bit of something on it. Now, I know it's the same colour as the ink, but still nice. Oops. Thread that through. And if you don't like them tied like this, you could tie a little bow and have bows. And I just think that's cool. Right, get all that ribbon over there. I had such a messy desk before I started, and now it's messy again. It's okay. Are we going well if it's a big mess? I'll use the dimensionals again. Right. Oh wow, yeah, that's what I said when I did it. I was like, oh wow. Oh, you do a newsletter, Lynette. Okay, that's okay. That way you get more news in it. I haven't even done my... Sometimes I put little letters in them when they go overseas and stuff, but Look, I haven't even done that. I tend to keep in touch with people a lot more with Messenger and stuff now, which is good. And so my cards are well wishes to everybody. Oh, right. I think I'll put that one down there, like that. And we'll just stick a. Oh, keep on ripping the back off it. Some days that works, and some days it doesn't. Now this would be nice on top of a tree, wouldn't it? You know what this would be nice on? Oh, thoughts. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. I buried it. Whoops, nearly ruined it. Look at that. That's that stamp I was playing with the other day. And this one was on sale. Oh, was it on sale? No, this was regular price. Hang on. Peace to you. Peace. I think this is regular price, but it's retiring. Retiring soon, but it's $41, this stamp set. Beautiful. And I was doing this on the Stamparatus the other day. And I did this one on the Stamparatus. So I put the lighter colour, Coastal Cabana, and then I put a bit of a bit of something else. I think it was soft succulent actually on the top. So I just daubed it on to the stamp and got that darker bit across the top. And on the other one I did, I've already given that away. I did some, hang on, let me see if I can find one. I gave the darker one away, but these ones are just the one colour. And I did it on, so this one is on shimmery white paper. I don't know if you can see that. It's got sparkle in the paper. Hang on, let me find the light. I can't get it. Oh, there it is, there it is. There's sparkle. So I did gold embossing. See, I've used this sparkle as well. I do like the gold on there. And they're retired dots too. So a few things are retired on here, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. So you can just daub the stamp and make it darker at the top. So that was a nice one. I was just thinking about the star. Going, oh look, you could put the big star on top of it, couldn't you? Huh. Okay, I'm not ready to do that one tonight. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it. I like playing with things, obviously. So I think we'll just put that one there. And then we'll put another one somewhere. See, we've got a little start at one. We'll have to use glue on that one. That's so tiny. How are we going to pick that up? It's tweezers. Let me just get a little bit of... Now, the thing we need to do with this one is do it on our silicone mat so that we don't get glue anywhere else. I'm just going to put a tiny little dot of glue on there like that. Smush it on. Smush it. Oops. And I'm going to... Hang on, I've got glue on my tweezers. I'm going to put that one on there. There we go. We've got all sorts of different shapes here. 1, 2, yep. I think I just use them up. Oops, see, I put too much glue on that one. So you can just stick it on your silicone mat and then pick it back up and leave half the glue behind. Look, where we put that one? That one can go up here. Oops, going there now because I've got glue on it. See, and then you can get another one and put it on the glue. Oops, it is. I'm dropping them all. Have got enough glue on that one? Not sure there is enough on that one. What did Dimity say? Let it dry before you use it. I don't let it dry totally because otherwise it'll come off. This glue is good for drying to re-stick things. So I've used it before to put my papers down on my board here. If you let it dry completely, you can then stick it to something and then pull it back off again. So I don't want to be able to pull it back off again. So I'm going to... So do you mean let it dry just a little bit? You want a big one on there? No, it's not going to work there now, is it? I'm going to need another small one. Got to put that one up there. Got bits of ribbon everywhere. Hang on. What about that? Yeah, let's do that. So we got one up on dimensionals. And just remember, because this is all bobbly too, you're going to make sure you've got enough glue to hold them on. But not too much. No, it works, what do you say? It works well till it gels. Ah, like a glue dot. Okay. I tend to just stick it down. Stick it down. Alrighty, that one's got all stars on it. Look. Oh, we'll need some red stuff on there, won't we? Let's find our little red dots. So these are, where did I put the packet? There it is. Red Rhinestone Basic Jewels. I might just put a couple around the place. Not sure whether to put it out there. Oh, I'll do that. I like the two together like that. That's better. It's good fun, isn't it? Right, next. Oh, look, we've done two. That's because I'd already started. Helps if you've already started, doesn't it? Okay, let me just put that up there for a minute. I'll put those two there on top of that pile. I've got to let that one dry, so I'll just stick that up the top on my laptop for a minute. Let's do something. So these are the frames that I had cut out already. And I'll keep that for my other green card, I think. Just pop that in the box. Let's just move our glue spots out of the way. And with this glue here, you can just roll your finger on it like this now, and it just comes off, and you can put it in the garbage. Here we go. So handy that. I'm just making a bit of space to use another card. Let's do something. Now, which way will I go? Which way will we go? Let's think for a second. We've got to emboss something. Yeah. So because these embossing folders are quite large, I'll just move that for a second. We need to use the big machine. This one. This baby. Make sure everything's out the way. Okay, so we don't want that plate. We don't want that plate. And I did do a little video in YouTube the other day as well, showing you how to do these. Just the embossing part. If you just want to see that in the video, go to that one. It's quick and easy. Okay, what else have I got? I've got some other paper out too. Hang on. I've got this one out. This is festive foils. I'm into foils tonight. So this is, I think it's on sale. Hang on a minute. Foils. Festive foils, $10.50 instead of $17.50. So you get 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 single-sided pieces. I've got a piece out before, but I can't see it now. Pull that out over here. So this has the red, what colours are in this? Cherry Cobbler, Gold and Soft Succulent. These are part of the Lights Aglow set. They look like that. Now I wouldn't emboss those because they've already got that lovely foil look to them. But if you wanted to do a quick card like this without the embossing, you could just quickly do that. The other thing you could do is put a bit of that behind. Where's one of my things? Hang on. you know, you could put a bit of that behind one of these to give it a bit of extra. Cut another die the same shape even to just flip behind your tag. Just a thought for you. I've got lots of thoughts going on in my head. Right, I think I'll use the brushed. I wonder if we should do a blue card actually. Let's do this in an embossing folder. So we want to cut it down first. I'll go here for a second. I'm going to cut that down. I'm going to cut it to 10, so that's the width I've been doing the other ones, was 10 centimetres. And then 14.35. And keep your little pieces because they're really handy for other little extra bits on your card. Right, I'm going to emboss that. I've got a piece of blue out, but I'm thinking I might use the blue base altogether. I'll just get another one of those out. Just to match my shirt tonight. Oh, I'm not wearing gold though. Oh well. We'll just cut that in half. 14.85. A bit away. And just score it. Yeah, I'm going to score it down the bottom because I know I can't fit it on the disc. 10.5. If I score it up the top, for something goes wrong when I score up the top. No matter what. Yeah, that's okay. I'll just put that back. Embellish that with our bone folder. And we want our number 4. And we'll do this one with the, I think we'll do it with the cascades. I like that one. Do you want cascading? I should ask you. Do you want the cascading ruffles? And don't forget this has got a little brushed effect in it. Or will we do the painted embossing folder? I'll wait for a second. Let everybody think about that. Cascading ruffles or painted texture. And we might, while we're thinking about that, let's cut out another tag. I've got a little tag here. We can do a little tag. And we'll do a stamp. Right, actually, get both of those out. And the little thing there. Yeah. Can't decide. If you can't decide, what are we going to do? Now I could stamp first and then die cut, but I think I will. Hang on, let me find my stamp. These ones are clear, so I can see right through them. So I'll just die cut first while we're thinking about it. Just make sure you die cut with your base plates in. And I'm going to put that one on there and put this one on here. So I did them both at the same time. There's only one of these though, so you can only do like one at a time with this middle piece. I did put more tags onto the when I did the others. Paint. Oh, she made a decision. Look. Thank you. All right, we'll do the paint one because we want to go. It is good fun. Sorry about your ears. Should have warned you. Should have warned everybody. Okay. That's our. So you've got your little pieces there. We'll do a stamp on that in a minute. I'll just put that back in the packet so we don't lose it. And I just keep these little pieces. See these little pieces? It's a nice little shape. You could make it into a raindrop or something. So I keep it in my little box over here. Look at them all. And then when you're ready, you can see I've got more bows in there too. That's handy when you're cutting out extra little bits. And then, you know, you don't have to always make everything at once. You've got it already there. Right, we put this into our embossing folder. Get that out of the way. So just remember when you're doing the foils, you've got to think about which way you want the embossing to be. So this one, if you feel it, you can feel it. This sort of goes both ways with this one. It probably doesn't really matter because it's the painted texture. But with the ruffle one, I wanted it to be up, and I did show that in my other video. So I do it with the Stampin' Up logo on the top. But always check. Is what I would say, because some are different. You can always test it on a piece of other card first and use that for something else. If it's not, because this is foil, you want it to be going the way you want it. And put it hinge first. In to your machine. Push it in and roll away. Roll, roll, roll. It goes through really easily. Now, are you ready? Do we need this for anything else? Let me think. I don't know if we'll do a backing yet. Let's have a look. Are you ready? I love opening these. Whoa. Go, wow, look at that. Whoa. Isn't it beautiful? I'm going to stare at that all day. But we won't. Okay, isn't that gorgeous on there? Oh, yum. Okay, let's have a think for a minute. Okay, so if we do a tag, we might stamp that in blue. Do we want something else behind it? Oh, let's think. I feel like it needs something, doesn't it? I'll have to cut, I reckon. I could cut another one of these, a bigger one. Or is that too big? Yeah, it might be too big. Yeah. Yeah. Depends what we put behind there, doesn't it? What else have we got? Let me think. We could just use another piece of blue. I've got any blue. Let me go into my drawer. Let me delve into the drawer. I've converted you, have I? Oh, good. Oh, look what I found. In colour. Look what I found. Oh, I love having the stash here. It's always good to do that. Okay, there's things I love. I love a lot of things, but I love glimmer paper. And I love embossing folders. Like, they've got to be my biggest loves here. Stampin' Up stuff. I just love the glimmer paper. I've told them I want more of the gold glimmer paper all the time. We can tell them things in the sandbox and suggest things. So I did. I suggested it. Okay, what's this one called? Let me type in glimmer paper. Glimmer paper. So this is the 2022, as you can see the label there, 24 in colour glimmer paper. So it comes in all the colours of your in colours. So one of these, I reckon, is going to look really nice underneath this. We've got a starry sky or an orchid oasis. I've used the starry sky. So we've got I might have to go with this one. So we've got extra pieces that I keep for other things out of the centres of something. I always keep my little bits because you just never know. So this comes in a packet with 20 pieces in it, but I did a paper share with it, so I only got a quarter of the packet. Yep. Right, let's go into the description. And it says you get 20 single-sided sheets, 4 each of 5 colours. So when I do paper shares, you get a quarter of a packet, so I got 1 of each colour. So we could cut that. And a bigger one. What do you reckon, darker or lighter? Maybe I'll go lighter. Just wondering whether to do the big one or the small one, actually. I'm feeling maybe the small one. Maybe that would be enough. Just a little bit of that size. And just sort of have it a little bit behind. Just to give us a bit of something. We want to go the light colour. Okay, that was one idea. The other thing I did go into draw for was something else. I went in for something else. I got distracted. Another packet of these papers. So these are the in colour papers as well, and these are the designer series papers. And there's lots of different ones in here, so I wouldn't really go for that florally one, but there's lines, there's dots, you know, we could do that instead of this glimmer because we don't want to take away from the, I do like the glimmer, but we don't want to take away from the gold. I just want a little bit of something behind this. We could do that one or that one. Bit of plaid, and only a little bit will show, like the same size as this. Anyone got any preferences? There's lines. I'll use this to make that card. The what do you call it? The infinity card. Let's see what I've got sitting here. We've got lines, so we could do lines behind it. What else have we got in there? That's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Oh, I don't know which one I like together. Has anyone got a preference? I mean, you could always introduce another colour, I suppose. Red. Sorbet. Some sorbet. Oh, I don't think I like the red. No, I don't think I'll do the red. I'll stick to the blue. Alrighty. Okay. Other side of the plaid. This one, the dots. Oh, you got to put your babies to bed. Okay. The dotty one. I'll cut a dotty one. Yeah, she's putting babies to bed. Oh, I think it'll fit. Just. That's close, isn't it? I'm pretty sure we got it on there. I mean, I've got more paper. Oh, I didn't put the middle thing on, did I? Never mind. I'll come back to that. Let's just see what it looks like. Just want to put it behind it. You know what we could do? We could do this one this way, because that's not directional. And do our tag that way. Okie dokie. Well, I think I'll do that. I probably don't need to put a hole in that one because I can just stick that one on and then put this one on the top with a ribbon through it. Okay, so I don't think we need this here anymore. Put that in there. Down there. Paper away. Okay. And don't lose your things out the back. Okay. Let's just stamp this one. Put a stamp line around here somewhere. So we've got May Your Season Be Bright. Oh, let's do a different one. Let's do... They're both photopolymer. I don't think I've done this one yet. A Joyful Christmas. Let's do that one. Joyful Christmas. And just find another stamp block. They're all lying around the table somewhere. Oh, it's got the stamp on it, of course. Look. Oh, we could just use this one. Oh, hang on, I've got a little one. I've got a little one here. There we go. Right, and I think we'll just use the Starry Sky for that. Where's Starry Sky? Where are you, Starry Sky? Just wondering whether to do a red one. Hang on a minute, let's look at red on there. Nah, keep to the blue. Just do a test of this one because we haven't used it before. Where's my test paper gone? Here it is. Lovely. Let's do a couple of those. See, I was testing this one. It's always good to test them. So because this is the photopolymer, we can just stamp straight on there. I'll see through it, hopefully. There we go. Shimmy. Shimmy going. Lovely. Over there for later. So that looks alright now, doesn't it? Now, do we need something else on there? Let's have a think for a minute. That one's got a tree. That one's got a frame. I don't know. I think we've put the spotty paper in there. Let me just grab that other ribbon. Still got some of this one, which is the Starry Sky. I think we'll do that. So the question is, do we need it through that one as well? If you wanted it to hang like a tag, then I'd say yes, but I think it's okay. Just wondering whether we need another bit of like a line or something across there of something. You know, like an extra line of something. Not white. Not white. Let me see what that looks like. I think it just needs something under there. Oh, I just love that gold embossing. Hi, Athena. That's okay. We're just playing. We've just been playing with my cards. We made this one putting them all together. And I'm just playing with this one now because my top is blue tonight, so I had to make a blue one. But I'm just tossing up what to put behind here. Just something in there. Could use vellum, but thinking. Just thinking. What have we got? Let's have a look. Have a look at a bit of vellum. I'm going to put some of this through my tag. Blue maybe under the sentiments. I've got this blue here under there. That's my little taggy piece. I don't know whether to go that way or that way. Maybe that way. And something underneath it. Do you think a bit of blue, do you? Let me get my blue bits. Let's get a blue bit out. A few offcuts in the packet. Oh, that one's a bit of a weird offcut. We'll have to cut it down. A darker blue, the gold. Oh yeah, I wasn't going to use the gold strip. I was just getting an idea of the shape, you know, something behind there. Either that, or we could do another tag out of the blue, couldn't we? A bigger blue. Let's do it. I know, I just put the cutting thing away. Will that fit on that one? No. No, it won't fit on that one. Never mind. We'll put on this one. We'll try that. Yes. I'll just cut one of these over here. It's hard to bring it all back over once I've done that. I'll put the little thing out this time. And make sure I cut it. I'm going to make sure that little thing's sitting straight too. Oh, it just moved when I went to put it in. Hang on. I'll watch that. You can always use a bit of tape, washi tape on it, or a sticky. Hold it down really hard. Oh, golly. It made a loud noise, didn't it? Oh, it moved. It moved anyway, but it'll be hidden, so it's not too much of a drama. Look, that one. Oh, look, we got a double one. Like I meant it. I got two of those out. Put that one in my box after. Right, let's have a look at that. The chair's squeaking. Yeah, I don't think you'll even notice that. Look. What about that? What about that? Hi, Roz. Welcome. If you do the blue strip the length of the gold and put ribbon in the tag, it could look more like a gift. Ooh. Do you like it with the blue, big blue one? Let me go put a hole in this one because I haven't done that. Let's see what you think. And let's hope it stays in the one spot this time. It's okay if you get here late. You know, I'm usually still here. I've done a few cards already. Well, I had some already half made, so, you know, there was that. What about we put all those together with the ribbon? I don't know which way I'll go yet. So we won't want to put that behind there now, will we? What about we stick the gold in there? That'd be nice. Alrighty. Okay, do we want that up or down? Oh. Choices, decisions. I know, we could always put the ribbon underneath and then tie a bow in that one as well. What if we did that and then come back and put a bow in it? Let's just pretend we've got a bow. Like with the ribbon behind it as well, like a couple of layers of that. What do you think? Hang on, let's do that for a second. This is not being as simple as the other ones. I'm getting carried away. Do you like this ribbon though? It's gorgeous. If we stick that behind there, hang on, get back in there you. And then do a bow in this one. It's still a fairly simple card, isn't it? Look. And then do a bowie bit in there. I think we'll do that. I'm liking that idea. I hope everyone else is. Right, where were we? We don't want to cut that, we want to cut that. And we'll just go and get a bit of, where did that tear and tape go? Oh, you were going to suggest that, were you? There you go. See, you popped into the room and it's all happening. I hope I've got that in the right spot. Did I catch them all? I'll just put a bit on either end once we work out what we're doing. Okay, don't do them too tight because you don't want to bow your card too much. I don't want them to be all even like that. I'm going to move that one across there. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Nope. Just drag them out a bit. Right, I'm going to put a bit of tape under there because I can, because it's going to be hidden under there. Right. Well, this bit's gone a bit funny, so we'll just fix that up. This is why it's important to decide these things before you stick your card down. So I'm just trying to turn that bit of ribbon around. Doesn't want to turn. Just fold it down a bit. Hang on. Get it a bit looser there. This does not want to flip for me. I feel all funny. I need a tool. Hang on a second. I don't know why that bit doesn't want to go over. Just doesn't want to. Alright, well don't worry. We won't see it much there, will we? Let me lift that bit up. Stuck on under there. There we go. It won't really matter, because we're going to do that in a minute. Right, let's just get this bit of tape on here to hold it in place. We'll finish this card and then that'll be it, okay? Right, so with this one I'm going to use the tear and tape. The other ones I used the Stamp and Seal Plus, or Stamp and Seal. If you do that, don't panic. You can always get that bit off. Something on the thing. Just rub it down a bit and then pull that back. We'll use that as our corner flap and just bring this back. I mean, you can cut it off, but I just fold it back on itself like that. And I want to make sure I've got tape in there as well. I'll just cut these little bits off. I like to seal the edges, as you know, pretty much. It's a little bit more fiddly. Okay, so just rub them down, but not too hard because you don't want to go through your foil. You don't want to show lines on your foil where you've rubbed it like that. I'm just going to take these ones off in the middle because we won't be able to get them off otherwise. Normally I have a long strip there. I'm going to leave that one like that. These ones off. Just push that into the ribbon a bit there. No, it's not stuck. Doesn't want to stick. Oh. But in hindsight, put a long strip on there, not little ones. Right, that one's going to come off there, that one's going to come off there. I'll take this one off as well so it sticks in the middle. And that one's going to come out. Okay. Make sure you got, well, it doesn't really matter which way we stick this on because I haven't really been that fussy about where it's going, and that's one of the joys of doing it this way. Right, now just be careful. I've already got the glue off here. And position it very carefully. So because I've taken a lot of the backings off already, got to be a bit more careful. Normally I'd do long strips down the sides so you can play with this corner and that corner on your card and it doesn't stick yet, but because some of them are open it will. so I'm going to be careful and position carefully, try and get them even all the way around. I think they are. I hope they are. Push them down and then pull out your extra tabs. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I love the colours. Okay, let's get some ribbon in here. What do we need? This one I'll do differently to the others. I think I'll just tie this in a bow. haven't cut it off yet because I'm not sure how much I need. I like to try it sometimes to get an idea. Ooh, that one's went a bit funny then. Right. I think that'll be alright. Just wondering whether to do it double. Because it's a bit thin, isn't it? Do the ribbon double. I might try it double. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to trim that to there. And put another one through. Maybe I should tie them together. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. Right. Where were we? Tie them together as one. It'll just be a bit thicker. I'm going to double that, so that it doesn't come undone, because otherwise when I do my bow, there we go. You could even use 2 different colours doing this. Too late. I know, it's never too late, is it? Always add. Right, so I'm just going to keep on working on my bow a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. Nice and tight. I'm not really liking the way that's sitting there. I think I'll do it like that. Which way I want those, like that. Okay, so we can take that off. Stick that back one down. The other two, you could leave them loose and they could just be wherever they land, you know, if you want them to. Not sure. Might just put a little glue dot. Oh, there's no glue dots. Oh, no glue dots. Yes, they are. They're just on the desk somewhere. Here they are. Nothing's very far away. Just all right here. I'll just put a glue dot under that one up there. And a glue dot under this one up here. Oops, is that where I wanted it? There. And then I'm going to put a glue dot into the ribbon. To hold that down. There we go. Now we need something else on there. Hang on. I'll just get rid of all this off here. Glue dots back in the box so I can find them. Oh, stuff everywhere. Let's clean up. Okay. Where are we? Get everything off the table. Right, we need something else to go on that. Hang on a minute. Something. Blue. They're not gold. We've got little gold things. Oh, I don't know about those ones. We've got little blue dots. Oh, thanks, Angela. Oh, the video's gone all funny. Ooh, that looked a bit funny. A little sketchy then. I don't know if blue dots would be too much, but we've got a lot of blue going on. I'm not sure whether to do blue or see what else we can find. We've got little hearts. No, I don't think they'll work. Oh, we've got these ones. Little gold ones. What else have we got? What else have we got? We've got plain pearls. I'm looking at the little dots on the background. They're out of a kit, I think. They're quite nice, aren't they? See, we could put pearls on. What about a couple of little pearls? Well, we've always got the festive ones as well. Oh, iridescent pearls. They might go with the blue. Look. Let's do that. And of course, I do like the festive pearls. I think that'd be too much. Yeah. Right. Red dots. Oh, like all the other cards. I like my iridescent pearls. Do you think red? All right, let's have a vote. Voting's on. Oh, champagne. I felt like the champagne clashed with the gold. I'll show you the champagne too. Let's get the champagne out. Anyone for champagne? See, the champagne does look nice. Oh, maybe it does work. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh no, now we've got a dilemma, haven't we? Red, champagne, both. Oh, can't decide. Let's just look at them all. We've got them all out. And that's the pearls. That's more subtle. I think that goes more with the little dots behind it. It sort of gets lost in there, doesn't it? Okay, I'll put the pearls away. All right, we need to have a chat about champagne or red. A bit hard to tell on the video. Yeah, let me bring it up closer. Okay, so that's the champagne. It actually doesn't look too bad. But I'm wondering if it's too much of the gold, like too much. It looks nice on the gold. Maybe the champagne on the gold and the red up here. I don't know that I want the red on the gold. Oh, the red does bring it out, doesn't it? It's very tricky, and it's hard when there's so many all together. This one's sort of, you know, I've got a couple so you can sort of see it. Let me just pull one of these off and see how I feel. I need something up here. It's not too bad, is it? Let me just stick one there for a second. Let me stick a champagne somewhere. If you don't push them down, you can move them again. See, I like the champagne on that, on the gold. What do you think? Bit of both. Actually, that might complement the red. If I do red up here, I haven't got different shapes of red. I've only got the one. Timothy said all champagne. Champagne on the tag, red on the gold. Oh, dearie me. It's hard, isn't it? You don't like the red there? Let's see what the champagne looks like on the gold. Can't get that one off. Get off. Doesn't want to come off. Get off my thing. Won't come off. I don't know. There's the champagne on there. See what that looks like. It's sticking to my thingy. Hey, what's that one doing? It's sticking. You're not supposed to stick yet. Oh no, that one decided to stick. I think it's got red on the... Okay, well, we've got red on that one. That one decided to stick there. I think we're just going to do it like that. And I might put a couple more on. I might have another one up here. The champagne down here. I think we'll go both. Oops. It's jumping champagne dots. There we go, we did a mixture. Blinged it up. There you go. And on the tag. Oh, what's they say? Leave there on tag and champagne. I'm not sure what you meant, Timothy. Ah, well, that's how it's going now. Okay. I still like it. It's cool. Okay, where's my red packet? There's the red packet over there. All right, we'll put them up there. These ones down here. Those ones over there. I've got everything off the table. Look, we had fun there. See, we've got gold and champagne there. Gold and red on that one. Oh, well, I didn't make that one tonight, so I'll put that one up there. We made these two, so I'll leave these two on the table. There we go. That was fun. Something different. Oh, and I haven't put a white in the... just wondering whether to trim them a tiny bit. Some scissors. I might just trim them a little bit. So they're not too far off the card. I do like them off the card a bit. There we go. Done. Done and dusted. Okie-dokie. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions. And now don't forget, hang on, something looks crooked. I think it's none. I think it's the iPad. Don't forget it's free shipping tomorrow. My voice is going. Free shipping day, all day, on Thursday, the 15th. So I've got a post that'll go up in the morning to remind you. So don't forget about that in case you want to grab anything, you know, last minute things. They don't guarantee you'll get stuff before Christmas, so I won't guarantee that. But if you wanted things for your stash, it's a great time to buy things when you don't have to pay for shipping. But I shall say good night, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks, everyone. Ciao.